Princess. Good afternoon, Auntie. Kindly come and assist me with some chores in the kitchen. With all pleasure, Auntie. Auntie, you promised to give me tips or signs which show that a relationship which will most likely fail. Yes, we can do that while at the chores. It will be my greatest pleasure. Convictions are very powerful things, and the motives behind these convictions are very important too. Convictions keep relationships going and thriving, amidst challenging circumstances or oppositions. That notwithstanding, convictions may be based on the wrong things. Convictions and motives. Yes, the questions to ask or answer are: what are the basis of your attraction to the person? Why are you so convinced about the relationship? If the basis or motives are trivial, then the relationship will not stand challenging times. Auntie, I need to know what these trivial motives could be. Relationships with motives and convictions that are based on economic, domestic, societal and sexual pressures will not withstand trials. Please, how do you mean, Auntie? Kindly explain it to me. Some people believe in a relationship because it has promise of economic stability. In fact, as a young lady in my early 20s, I noticed that several African men, living in the United States of America and Europe, called home, in search for ladies who were either nurses or in the medical profession, with the intention of getting married to them. The purpose of such relationship was economic, because the medical profession had become a money spinner in the West, and these men wanted to cash in on it through their wives-to-be. Wow, they wanted to marry ladies who had promise of economic stability for them. Yes, interestingly, most of those marriages ended up in separation or divorce, and some in death or murder. That is disastrous. A wrong marriage, bringing about a wrong destiny. You surely get it. In the same way, the focus should not only be the domestic assistance one profits from it, the status in society that marriage brings, or as a means to quench lack of discipline and control of one's sexual impulses. But Auntie, marriage helps a man mostly in domestic affairs. It can raise someone's societal status and becomes the only legitimate channel to quench sexual pressures. Very true. Yet, these should not be the basis or motive behind your convictions in a relationship, because they are all trivial and will not withstand challenging times. Little wonder they say, love is not enough, because some basis of attractions between people are trivial, and convictions that will stand challenging times must be based on things that are eternal or spiritual, not trivial. Am I right, Auntie? You are right. Economic challenges may come. What if a wife who looked up to the husband for economic stability suddenly become more financially influential, while the husband is facing financial challenges? Will the reverence or attraction based on economic motives still be there? I can see. Also, if a lady becomes too busy with her job, such that she can no longer help, as she used to, in domestic affairs, or if a domestic help takes over most of those responsibilities, how will it affect a relationship where the attraction was for domestic reasons? Will the husband get attracted to his house help instead of the wife? I can see you are catching the picture. Your guess is as good as mine. Also, if societal and sexual pressures are the driving force for the attraction, then, when such societal status wane or is gone, or something affects it, or, in the case where sexual pressure is the motive, if one of the spouses is not able to douse the sexual pressures of the other, due to their work schedule, distance, or other issues like health, then, the relationship will hit the rock. I can see now why some relationships fail. The basis for attraction or the conviction for such relationships is not on a rock-solid foundation. Exactly. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 3 to 5 says, "Do not let your adornment be merely outward, arranging the hair, wearing gold, or putting on fine apparel. Rather let it be the hidden person of the heart, with the incorruptible beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is very precious in the sight of God. For in this manner, in former times, the holy women who trusted in God also adorned themselves, being submissive to their own husbands." I can see through that scripture, that the basis for attraction should come from the inner self, the spirit. It gives as an example, a gentle and quiet spirit. The basis should not be economic, domestic, societal or sexually driven, rather it should be spiritual things, which are eternal. You are correct. In Genesis chapter 24, Abraham sent out his servant to find a wife for Isaac. In his prayer, the servant asked God for a woman, who at his request for a cup of water, will not only give him a cup of water, but also offer to draw water for his camels. Wow! A woman on her way home, after fetching water, will lower her jar to give someone a drink, and return to fetch more, for his camels. Considering that camels drink so much water, only a patient woman will do that. That is perfect. That prayer was for a woman who has a patient spirit. Such also will have a quiet and gentle spirit, and such qualities are not trivial. They are the right basis for convictions that will hold a relationship up even during challenging time. One lesson I am taking from this, is that, my convictions should be based on the fruit of the Spirit at work in the person, not on trivial matters. Yes. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 13 says, "And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love." Whatever will remain, come what may, should be based on these, faith, hope and love. I get it. The fruit of the Spirit is love, and love is patient and kind. Convictions based on these spiritual qualities will last, come what may. Okay, let's go set the table for dinner. Your uncle must be hungry. Not only uncle, I am hungry too. Thank you very much, Ma. You are welcome. Anytime.